Congresswoman Suzan DelBene. Congresswoman, welcome to Fox News Sunday. Good to have you with us this morning. Chair of the new Democrat coalition, which we mentioned in the intro, 98 moderate Democrats. You had a chance to meet with the president and talk to him about bipartisan measures, and we just laid out his approval numbers. On the weak side, about 40%, and even weaker for the economy. So what did you press him to focus on to try to turn that around?
Well, I think we had a great meeting with the president, and we talked about the work that we have ahead, a lot of important work that's been done with the American Rescue Plan, with the infrastructure bill. We're seeing that impact on our communities already, but there's more that we need to do. We need to pass a bipartisan innovation bill to address supply chains and competition. The House and the Senate are going into conference on that. We continue to want to see that move as urgently as possible. We talked about budget reconciliation and the ongoing work there, because we have important issues we want to address in that legislation and want to work with the president. And we have a lot of bipartisan bills that we want to see move. We're legislators. We want to legislate. We want to continue to work for the American people. And good policy is good politics. When we're showing that governance can work and really impacting the lives of the American people, that has a big impact in terms of what people are thinking when they go to the voting booth.
So you have a large coalition, as I said, 98 members. The Progressive Caucus also has a similarly large number that are trying to persuade the president the other way. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Congresswoman from New York, said if we decide to just kind of sit back and rest for the rest of the year and not change people's lives, yeah, I think we're in trouble with regard to the midterm elections. She's pushing for more executive orders from the president to get things done, to please people before that election. And you have been pushing more for legislation for that side of the process so that it's longer lasting. Who's winning the president's heart and mind on this?
Well, the president's a legislator, and I think it's important that we legislate if we want long-term, durable policy. First of all, the executive actions are in place for a period of time, and another president can change those. It's Congress's job to put our laws in place, and there are many things that Congress can do that you can't do through your executive action. We have an important opportunity. We have a lot of time left in this Congress to legislate, and we're going to do everything we can to pass policies that really impact and positively impact the lives of our American families.
But do you think the president sort of needs to decide which lane he's going to be in when he goes out and campaigns for candidates, whether he says, look, America is in this more middle of the road, as you said in our lead-in place, and we need to perhaps leave behind things like this green energy push or canceling student debt? Were you persuasive with him on things like that? Did you sense he's leaning in your direction?
Well, I think the president was very clear in the State of the Union. I think it was very clear in the budget that our views in the New Dem coalition and the president and administration are very closely aligned. We want to tackle the issues that families are facing today, and that's why it's important that we move forward on competition legislation, address supply chains, and not just look at things for the short term, but really take a long-term view, because, again, long-term durable policy is what will put us in a better position not only today, but decades ahead.